Hello everyone, my name is Josiah. Thank you for coming to my channel today. And recently, I finished reading Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. So I don't read very often, but I've read plenty of good books throughout my life, and I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my biggest fandom, but I've definitely really enjoyed the movies. I've seen each one of them several times over, countless times. Hello, say hello to Teddy, everyone. This is my wife's dog, Teddy. How you doing, buddy? Want to make a video with me? All right. So, yes, like I said, I've seen each movie several times, but I've never read the books. And so I decided to check them out. I've kind of figured that the movies were one of the better book movie adaptations. But I decided to find out by reading the first book because I don't read often. I'm a pretty slow reader. I have to kind of carefully see each word to kind of process what's going on. And in order to keep a good pace, I decided to listen to the audiobook and just read along. But the cool thing was that the audiobook that I listened to, or when I decided to read the books, that's when they released the new audiobook narration, which is narrated by Andy Serkis, who, of course, played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings films. I think that made the experience so much better. I mean, he is such a talented actor, and he had just like a really kind of just really good reading voice. I know some of my sisters, or both of my sisters, they listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I just remember times that they've said that they really liked a book, but the narrator had just such a boring presentation or reading voice that it really made it like a struggle to get through. So fortunately, Andy isn't like that. He has a really great, like, just natural voice when he reads, but he's such a talented actor that he kept up just different voices for every single character on a consistent basis. It just kind of blew my mind. It's such a testament to how great of an actor that he is. But going into this book, I expected there to be some differences between the film and the book. Naturally, not everything that works on a page works on a screen, and movies can only be so long. So I figured that they had to cut some stuff out, but there was a lot that they cut out. And I'm not saying that makes it a bad adaptation, but there's just so much story and lore between about the hobbits and the dwarves and the elves and their culture, and so many different characters that weren't in the films. I think one character that I feel would have been very interesting to see on screen was Tom Bombadil. Like, I had absolutely never heard that name before, didn't know anything about it, but it was just such an interesting character, and it really kind of changed the way that I viewed the story. I think there was a lot of things that were in the book that helped me understand different parts of the film better. And I noticed that because certain things work better on screen, that there are some things that they kind of switched around. You know, when they're going through Moria, there was, though in the film there's that huge sequence with the cave troll. And yes, the cave troll is in the book, but it's really more of like kind of a brief appearance. Like, he's trying to break through the door, and then they like stab him, and he like backs off because something else is coming, and they kind of keep the suspense of what's going on. Gandalf tries to keep this dark presence, this dark force at bay, and then he ends up becoming overwhelmed. So it kind of really builds the suspense of like, what is this thing that could even overwhelm Gandalf, which of course is revealed to be the Balrog. I think I said that wrong. But anyway, I liked how each kind of medium had its own kind of suspense. Even though I knew what was going to happen, it was still keeping me on the edge of my seat because of just the way that Tolkien constructed the story. I mean, I really did feel like I was transported to Middle Earth, and I was like going through this journey with the characters in a different way than the films did. But overall, I think it was a wonderful book. I mean, I think the movie was a really great adaptation of the story. all things considered. And I'm really looking forward to reading The Two Towers and Return of the King. I don't know when I'm going to actually get to those, but I'm going to try to get to them soon. But that is it for me for this video. Are you guys a fan of The Lord of the Rings? Have you seen the book, or seen the movie and read the book? Which one do you prefer? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.